One of the great things about this hunt that Dean and Josh took advantage of is there's a big signpost rub on a hedge tree just down below them. And they've got a camera on that signpost rub, and they've been watching it all summer long, checking the trail camera pictures and getting pictures of great bucks on this rub. And that tree stand is right next to that rub in the middle of a large complex of bedding areas. So when they're rattling and when they're calling, the bucks have already been primed in that area to come to that location, to that signpost rub, and communicate and, fight and spar and smell what other deer are in the area. And they're really taking advantage of it by sitting right over the top of it. Well, Josh spotted a great buck in the timber, probably 80 yards away, and started to try and communicate with him. He hit him with the extinguisher a couple of times, some buck grunts. Buck really didn't pay too much attention to it and started to move kind of alongside him. And so then Josh tried light rattling with the black rack, trying to coax that buck a little bit closer.
I'm gonna try to do a little light rattling and see if we can't get him to over here.
And then got done with that and kind of set the antlers down, and they were trying to figure out, did he respond? Is he still here? Is he left? They just couldn't see him. They were trying to figure out where he was. When you are rattling, when you're using your black racks rattling or your extinguisher, sometimes it takes them a long time to get to you, and if you're not paying attention and you start moving and doing a little this and that, then you get nailed in the tree and you never even knew he was coming in. Just be really patient and stay still. Anytime you call, try for at least 20 minutes to not hardly move at all. Just scan with your eyes and try and figure out, is there a buck sneaking in on me? And keep a specific eye on the downwind side, because so many times they'll circle and come in from downwind. Five minutes or so goes by with absolutely nothing. No sound, no sighting. They're trying to figure out what in the world happened. And the next thing you know, boom, here comes that buck right down the trail to the signpost rub. He's gonna put on a show for him. This buck is absolutely following the script. He comes right down the trail, eases up to the signpost rub and smells it a little bit, trying to figure out which bucks have been in the area because he just heard a fight. So he's thinking, well, maybe I can learn a little bit of information. He's smelling that signpost rub and rubs his face on it a little bit. And he's trying to figure out what's going on, eases past it, and then starts to open up. And gives Josh just a beautiful broadside shot.
Matt. I think he's dead right over there. We grunted at him with the extinguisher, and we happened to look over, and he stepped out of the draw and come up the hill, so we grunted at him a little bit more, and he kind of went up the hill, so we took the black rack, did a little tickling, because we're in close confines of the cedar thicket that we're in, and wouldn't you know it, about 5 minutes later, he comes strolling out, hit this big signpost rub that we have, give me a perfect broadside shot at 15 yards, and he went about 40 yards and expired.
Well, some of the important factors of this hunt for Josh were they were on the downwind side of a bedding area, very, very tight to that bedding area. And then they also had that signpost rub that had been created there right in front of the tree stand to create a real solid hub of activity for the bucks in the area as far as using that for scent and whatnot to communicate. And then also using his calling at the right time in the right way, scaling his calling. He wasn't just rattling to beat the band and tearing stuff up. It was quiet tickling when that buck was close, just to coax him a little bit further. And then they were patient when he did finally move towards them and appear through the cedars. They didn't get carried away and think he had left. All of these techniques were critical elements to his success in this harvest.
Want to experience the same results you just witnessed? Use what the Deer Society experts use. The Extinguisher Deer Call and Black Rack Rattling System are the highest rated deer communication systems of all time, and less than 1% of deer hunters will have the opportunity to buy one this season. Get yours today at thedeersociety.com. Order now.